Welcome and welcome back, fellow mystics, to my channel, Diaries of a Lunar Soul. I'm so glad you stopped by. Thank you. Okay, so today's reading is a love reading, and I haven't done it for so long. I haven't done one of those love, divine masculine and divine feminine readings for quite some time. So I decided, let me get back to doing those readings. And yeah, so in this reading, we're going to catch up with the divine masculine and just see what his energy is like, what is in his mind space, what is in his heart space, what energy is he unconsciously emitting to the divine feminine, and then a final message that he has for you guys if you're a feminine. Remember, we all have masculine and feminine energies within us, regardless of our gender, okay? So even if you're a feminine and even if you're male and you consider yourself to have more feminine energy, then this reading is still for you, okay? So there's no gender here. Masculine and feminine is in regards to our energies, the yin and yang energies, okay? The yin is the feminine, the yang is the masculine, okay? So we're catching up with your masculine energy, and this could be in form of another person, or it could be your own inner masculine energy. So you can look at this reading in two ways. At first, look at it in form of another person, and then you can look at it in form of your inner masculine energy. So it doesn't matter if you're single, in a relationship, or you're separated. This reading is catching up with the divine masculine energy of the collective, okay? And yeah, so to begin with, I'll tap into that divine masculine energy that I'm feeling called to talk to, and we get his personality traits, and then from there we'll go to the main reading. So that personality trait section of this reading is just so that you can determine whether that's a masculine you're attracted to, or if it's your masculine that you know of, or if it's a person that you're actually thinking about, or if I'm actually describing your own inner masculine energy. So if that personality check resonates with you, then it means the reading is for you, okay? But if you go through that personality check reading, which is immediately after this introduction, if it doesn't make sense, or if I'm describing someone or some energy that you don't like, or you don't click with, then it's okay. Then it means this reading is just not for you, okay? So yeah, so don't force the messages to click in. So that personality check is just me trying to tap into your vibe, to get a vibe of what you like and what you don't like, okay? Right, so let's begin. Haven't done this for so long, kind of nervous to know what's gonna come up. Oh yeah, the timestamps for the personality check and then the main reading are in the description box below, so just head on over there, or you can just move on from here. Okay, so let's do a quick personality check and just see what are the traits of the divine masculine I'm tapping into. And like I said, if this reading here resonates, then it means the main reading that's going to come after this is meant for you. So if you like the traits of the person I'm talking about here, then by all means head on over to the main reading, okay? So we'll start with what's their light attribute and what's their shadow attribute. The shadow attribute is sort of something they don't like showing people, that side of themselves, okay? And the light attribute is that side of themselves that people immediately see, okay? Right, so let's begin. Divine masculine, please come into this reading and give me what's your light attribute? Visionary. Cool. Okay. Big-minded thinking. Is that something like that? Okay, so visionary, that's his light attribute. That's what people first see when they interact with him. And then masculine, divine masculine, please give me your shadow attribute, an aspect of yourself that unless people really know you, they don't see. What's a shadow attribute that you have? Give me a shadow attribute. I sort of want the cards to jump out. Okay, this jumped. Hermit. Interesting. Hermit likes to be alone, but people don't know that. Interesting. Okay, so let's get more cards. And then at the back, healer. Okay. Then let's get a clarifier for that visionary, for the light attribute. Give me a clarifier, please, divine masculine. Give me a clarifier for the visionary, for your light attribute. Okay. 2 came up. This 2 want to come up. Adversity and guilt. Okay. Let's see. Let's put that there. I've started my arranging cards again. I thought that habit had died. Anyway, okay. And that's for his shadow attribute, honesty. Okay. Then at the bottom is love. At the end of it all he wants is love. Healer and love. Okay. So let me tune into his energy, and then I'll share what I'm getting. So with this visionary card, the message I'm coming through here is, in fact, you know what? Let me get tarot, just so that I want to really pin down his personality traits. Let me get one card for tarot. 7 of Swords. Okay. So with this visionary and the 7 of Swords, your masculine, or the divine masculine I'm tapping into, capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain. For one, he's a businessman, he's an entrepreneur. He does his own thing. He's not someone who likes to be told what to do. He's sort of the boss. He likes being the boss of himself. So for one, he's an entrepreneur and he likes doing his own thing. And his thing is all about transformation. How can he transform the world around him in a huge way? He's a visionary, and that's why probably the healer is here. Yeah. Passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Ability to help transform pain into healing. So, and with this adversity card, he has gone through so much in life, such hard times in life, that his mission here on earth is to help people learn how to overcome adversity. Okay, so he is probably a motivational speaker of some sort. Yeah, he the way he transforms the world is through his speech, and that's how I'm seeing, because of this blue here. Blue is the throat chakra, so he's a visionary speaker. He helps people transform their lives through speech, motivational speaker. So another thing is, he's quite popular. He has a high social standing. Okay, and most of the adversity he's gone through, with this guilt card, the orange, yeah, I release any beliefs that no longer serve, assist in my soul's growth. And this Seven of Swords, because Seven of Swords is usually sort of like a card of doing something you're not supposed to do. Are you saying like it's this guy is, you don't know, is he stealing, does he want to steal, you know? It's a sort of doubtful card, hidden motives. So the adversity he's gone through was mainly because he tends to trust people. He tends to trust people who he should not trust. I think, yeah, because of this visionary card, he has a very big heart. And by the way, if you're curious, the star signs, zodiac signs coming through is, he's probably a Leo with this love card here. Yeah, he's probably a Leo or an Aries with this visionary card here. And then with this Hermit, he's a Scorpio. So the zodiac signs, not even zodiac, what I'm guessing is ascendant, the moon sign, and the sun sign is either Aries, Scorpio, or Leo. And for some reason I'm hearing Scorpio moon because of this Hermit here. I'll explain why. He's probably a Scorpio moon, and then his sun sign or his ascendant is either Aries or Leo. Okay, so it could be a Leo ascendant or Leo sun sign, or Aries sun sign and Aries ascendant. Bottom line, in his chart, Aries, Leo, and Scorpio are his main stars in his birth chart. Okay, so now I've sort of forgotten what I was saying. Oh yeah, so he tends to trust people when he shouldn't trust people. He has a very big heart, and he gives himself to people with this healer card. Okay, passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Ability to help transform pain into healing. He has a very big heart and has a hard time telling people who are in trouble. He has a hard time telling them no. He's sort of like the knight in shining armor, ready to help the damsels in distress. Okay, but that attribute of his, that kindness, that big love, that the heart he has gotten him into a lot of trouble. He's put his foot in situations which he should not have, and have caused him a lot of pain and regret, okay, with this adversity. So he has a big heart, but at the same time, that big heart has also gotten him into trouble because he has a hard time telling people no, and sometimes those people he tells yes to don't have his best interests in heart. Yeah, and that's why he's been someone who's gone through a lot of adversity. But despite that, he's still very loving. He doesn't let that stop him, okay? He doesn't let that stop him. The fact that he's now a motivational speaker is truth to show that he has overcome those difficult times and has learned how to transform pain into healing. And he's using that pain to heal other people who've gone through what he's gone through, okay? He's a visionary, and he's a boss. He's his own boss. He doesn't like being controlled. So if you're someone who likes controlling people, the masculine I'm tapping into does not like being controlled. So you better tame your horses, okay? Because he likes to take control. He likes to be in the lead, okay? When he feels like he's not in the lead, he tends to run away with this Seven of Swords. It puts him off and he walks away, okay? So those are that's his light attributes that people normally just see from him immediately, okay? I hope it was clear. I sort of felt like I was ranting. Anyway, then his shadow attribute is the Hermit. So there's such a juxtaposition between the visionary and the Hermit, because the visionary is someone who goes out into the world and interacts with people and helps people, you know, with a healer, motivational speaker, as I've said. But then deep down, he's an introvert. People see him as this Leo, you know, fire lion guy, right? Yeah, But then deep down, he's a hermit. He likes his own personal space, and that's what people don't see in him. So sometimes he can feel a little bit overwhelmed by people, but he has a really hard time telling people that I just want to be alone, with this honesty card. Yeah, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Deep down, sometimes he like I said, he's someone who's in the spotlight all the time. Like he has a very high social standing, but deep down, one of his deepest wishes is sometimes he just wishes he could silence the social like duties that he has and just retreat into his own cave and just do his thing. Sometimes he wishes he could disappear and just do his own thing, and that's what people don't see in him. And it's because he's always giving to people so much. He's an empath. He's a clairvoyant with this visionary, and he's also a clear empath. So sometimes interacting with people for too long leaves him a little bit drained, and he just wants to retreat in his own cave and just do his own thing and not care about the world. Yeah, not care about the world, the problems of the world. That's something he really wishes he could do, but for some reason he has a hard time telling people that that's what he wants. Yeah, because he has such a big heart, but he has a hard time telling people I just need some time on my own. Okay, that's his personality trait for the shadow attribute. And the reason I said Scorpio moon is because the moon is who we really are, you know. Like the moon is our emotions, the sun is our ego, but the moon is our soul. Yeah, so the reason I'm picking up Scorpio moon energy is because Scorpio is a hermit. Scorpios just like to do their own thing and be their own boss. Probably that's why I was picking up, is their own boss. Yeah, just in their own cave. So deep down, he really just wants to, sometimes, not all the time, he likes the spotlight, he does. But deep down, sometimes he just wishes, oh, I wish I could just run away from the world and not have to solve everyone's problems, you know, and just be my own person and walk somewhere and someone won't notice me or ask me for help, you know. That's something he wants, but he doesn't show it to people. But overall, he's a very caring and loving and nurturing person. He's a clairvoyant, he's a clear empath, and he's a motivational speaker. The way he heals the world is through his speech. He encourages people, he gives people uplifting words, and people really flock to him. So maybe he could even have a social media platform where he talks about what he talks about. Okay, so guys, if this is a masculine energy that you are familiar with, or if I've described your person, or if I've described you, which is your inner masculine energy, then by all means let's head on over to the main reading and we'll see what message this masculine I've just tapped into has for you. Okay, so see you over there. Okay, so if you've gotten to this part, it means the personality check resonated with you and you feel like I described your masculine in form of another person, or your masculine, inner masculine energies. Okay, so in that reading we saw that your divine masculine is someone who doesn't like to be controlled. He likes to be in control. He doesn't like being told what to do. And he's a visionary. He has such a big heart and always gives to people, but sometimes this big heart has gotten him into a lot of trouble. But out of this trouble, out of this pain that he has gone through, he has found a way to use that pain to uplift other people, to transform other people. A visionary, to show people how their life could be if they saw the positive side of every struggle. Okay, and so that's why I said for some of you, your masculine is someone who has a very high social standing. And if I'm describing your inner masculine, what this means is you could be someone who people around you have a very high regard of you. Okay, regardless, just take this as it resonates. And then we saw that the shadow side is that as much as he has this big heart and always loves to give to people and be around people and uplift people, sometimes your masculine just likes to retreat and be to himself and not have to care about the world. Sometimes it feels like the weight of the world is on his shoulders, and it can be a little bit overwhelming for him, and sometimes he just secretly wishes he could retreat into his cave and forget about everyone else. Anyway, so yeah, so those are his personality traits. Just wanted to sort of recap that, just in case you decided to watch this part another day. Okay, so in this reading we're going to look at what is in his mind space, what is in his heart space, and an energy that he's unconsciously emitting to you, the feminine. By you I mean the feminine energy. So I'm assuming that the people watching this video have identified themselves as being more feminine than masculine. Okay, so when I say you, I mean the feminine. Okay, right. So what unconscious energies is he emitting to you that he might not be aware of, but that's what you feel he's emitting, what energy is emitting to you? And then we'll finally get a message of a direct message from your masculine energy. I'll channel a direct message and see what he wants to tell you. Okay. This wanted to come up and I haven't even started talking, so maybe we should put it here and see how that connects with the other reading. Okay, so let's start with masculine. What is in your mind space? What are you thinking about right now? Okay, 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, and 8 of Wands. Interesting. Okay, and then what is in his heart space? Masculine, what is in your heart space? What are you emotionally attached to? What is in your heart? What is making you feel so mushy at the moment? Okay, I felt like this wanted to come up. The Emperor. Okay, Divine Masculine. This is the Divine Masculine in Tarot. He's showing up. Wants to make his presence known. I told you guys, he likes being in the lead. Really likes being in the lead. And I'm guessing he also likes red and gold. The colors red and gold. And again, the blue came out here. What I talked about when I said he's a motivational speaker. Something to do with his throat. He speaks, yeah? So he likes red and gold. And then this blue is just confirming that he's a motivational speaker. And for some of you, it could mean he's a very good dresser. Ooh, okay, the Hierophant. He's showing up. He's confirming that, yes, I am the Divine Masculine. I am the sacred masculine. I'm not the distorted masculine energy. I am the sacred masculine energy. So the Hierophant. Okay, that's what is in his heart space. 2 major arcanas in his heart. That's interesting. So do I want to also shuffle the other cards before I talk about this ones? Yeah, let me just shuffle them so that I don't have to think about it. And at the back of the deck is 7 of Wands. Okay, so let's get what energy is he unconsciously emitting to you, his divine feminine. The Garden and the Gate. Okay, some of you are feeling like he's a little bit guarded. There's the Hermit coming up. There's the Hermit trait coming up. So some of you already feel like he's a hermit, keeping to himself. Okay, so another unconscious energy that he's emitting to the feminine or the person listening to this reading. Okay, I think I'll take this one. Oh my goodness, carrying connections in the reverse. Yeah, some of you are feeling like it's a bit distant. Oh, probably that's why this came up. The Eight of Pentacles. Like, he's so into himself. He's just doing his own thing. His hermit trait has kicked in. And at the back of the deck, journey. Yep. Like, he's not moving forward. Like, he's stuck in his ways. Okay. Then, so yeah, a final message he has for you. Masculine, please give me one message, a clear message that you want your divine feminine. Oh my goodness, surrender your addictions. Interesting. I can sort of feel there's a little bit of a tug of war between you and your masculine energy. Okay, and at the back of the card, surrender stress. So how am I going to do this? I have so many decks available to me right now. So let's put that there, and then let's put that there. Okay, so let's see. Let me just tune into these energies, and then I'll tell you what I'm thinking. So what is in his mind space? Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. So with this Seven of Pentacles, and probably that's why I think this wanted to come up even before I asked what it was. He's been working really hard at something. There's a project he's been working really hard to accomplish, to finish. And it's taking all his time, and that's why probably most of you guys are feeling like he's a little bit secluded, withdrawn, and not paying attention to you. It's because there's a project he's been working really hard to accomplish and finish, and he's with this Eight of Wands. Let's see, masculine, tell me what you're thinking about. Okay, so with this Eight of Wands, there's so much information coming in about how he can pursue this project that he's trying to sort out. He's trying to figure out how exactly he will put those things together, you know, like a jigsaw puzzle. He's trying to figure out, okay, so how do I do this in such a way that it's now more it flows? Because Eight of Wands is usually like a card that shows movement and flow, like they're all in the same direction, yeah. But then it's a card that information is coming in so quickly that sometimes can leave you a little bit overwhelmed. So whatever project he's working on, he's really trying to find a way to communicate his project in a way that flows. But that process of finding a way to communicate his project in a way that flows is really taking a toll on his time with other people, because Seven of Pentacles is also time. It's a card of time, divine timing. So he feels like whatever he's working on is what he needs to work on right now. As much as he's thinking about you, the feminine, he can't come forward at the moment because he's still trying to figure out how to communicate what he wants to tell you. Okay, interesting. Okay, so there are two messages coming through here. The first message is your masculine, in his mind space, there's a project that he's been working on, and this project is very important to him and his career. Like I said, he's a communicative person. He's a problem motivational speaker with this Eight of Wands, communication, and whatever project he's working on will really uplift people. Okay, and he feels very close to that project, and that's why he's a bit withdrawn from the world, because he feels like this is something he has to accomplish first before he can go out into the world and give his heart again. So that's the first message. All he's thinking about is that project at the moment. You might be in his mind, but the project he's working on is coming fast, okay? Doesn't mean that he loves you less. No, it just means he's more focused. His attention is on that project, okay? And that's why some of you are feeling like he's reserved, he's distant. It's just that this project he's working on is really important to him, and he feels like he cannot give himself to the world until he fully commits to this project and completes it, okay? Once he's done with this project, he's saying he's gonna come forward. So that message is for people who are not together, maybe with your masculine, or you're in separation, okay? And then the other message, or maybe you're together but he's a little bit cold and distant. He's just telling you that he's really passionate about this project and he has to finish it before he can give himself 100% to you, okay? Cute. I can hear him say, okay, sweetheart. All right. Then the other message in his mind, what he's also thinking about is, and this is specific, this is for those people who are in separation with your masculine. If you're not together with your masculine right now, what your masculine is saying is he's trying to figure out a way to come forward to you and give you the best. So he's trying to find the words to say to you, for you to agree to him. Is that, yeah, with this 7 of Wands, he's not letting you in because he still doesn't know what exactly to tell you. He's at a loss of words, and it's not because, yeah, with this 6 of Cups at the bottom, he's at a loss of words, and it's not because he doesn't love you. No, you're everything he's ever wanted. With this 6 of Cups, he's been dreaming about you ever since he was young. Like, you're his soulmate, okay? You're his fulfillment. But he can't come forward because he still doesn't know how to come forward, okay? He still doesn't know how to plant those seeds. 7 of Pentacles, a card of you've planted your seeds, your hard work is now paying off, yeah? But it came in reverse, meaning he still doesn't know how to talk to you yet, yeah? So he's working on that. He's refining his swag. Yeah, actually that's the message. At the moment, he's feeling he doesn't have the swag to come and swoop you off your feet, okay? So in the meantime, he's not coming forward yet because he's planning his approach. Remember I said in the personality check, he's someone who likes being in the lead. He doesn't like doing things half-assed. He doesn't like 50-50. If he's in, he's all in. And that's the thing. So he doesn't want to come and give you something that is unfinished. He wants that if he comes in, he's coming in as the emperor, you know? Someone who's ready for you, okay? And will give you 100% rather than 50%. So he's planning his swag and how he'll come and swoop you, because at the moment he still feels like he's not ready, okay? And that's why he hasn't come forward, and that's why you feel like he's a little bit distant from you. No, it's because he's planning his approach towards you. He's not yet ready, but when he is ready, trust me, he's telling you, you will experience a love that you've never experienced before, because you're in his mind. You're in his mind. You're the only thing he's thinking about, okay? That's for the second message. You're the only thing he's thinking about. And what he's thinking about is how he will approach you, how he will come and give you 100%, give you everything that you've ever wanted, okay? He wants everything to be perfect. He's a perfectionist. Okay? So if you're feeling like he's a bit cold and distant, he's begging you to just understand that he wants to give you the best. He just can simply come forward with the journey card here, okay? He simply can't come forward if he feels like he's not giving you the best, okay? Right, so that's what is in his mind space. And then in his heart space, you have the Emperor and the Hierophant. So the message coming through here is, with the Emperor card, it's what I've just said. Okay, let me make another message. With these two paired together, what's going on is your masculine is undergoing a deep spiritual transformation. Intense, really intense spiritual transformation. He's discovering so much about himself. Like, I'm sensing that for some of you, he's just realized that he's the divine masculine, okay? And if you guys know this book by David Dada, it's called The Way of the Superior Man, okay? And I'm sensing that that's the experience he's just come through. If you can get that book, please look for that book, because I think your masculine is telling you he wants you to read that book and understand the kind of spiritual transformation he's really going through right now. He's just discovered his power as the masculine energy, and he's learning how to hone in that divine masculine energy, okay? So go read that book, The Way of the Superior Man, because your masculine has just stepped into his true purpose, yeah? He's feeling really, really confident, and he's going through a very deep transformation, spiritual transformation, okay? And probably that's why he still hasn't come forward, because he's still learning a lot about himself. And until he feels stable, yeah, because Emperor means stability, until he feels stable, that he can now mesh between that balanced spirituality and practicality, because he's someone who likes working, yeah? So until he feels like he can balance spirituality and practicality, this is practicality and this is spirituality, until he can balance his feminine and masculine energies. He's undergoing something called sacred union with self. I've done a reading on that, so just go through to my playlist. You'll find a video that I did about journey towards sacred union, and that's something he's just stumbled into. He's now learning how to come into sacred union with himself, okay? And what happens is with sacred love, which is what is coming through here, is you can never unite with another sacred masculine. Let's say you're a sacred feminine, divine feminine. A divine feminine cannot come into union with another divine masculine if you do not have sacred union with self first, okay? So that's why I said also look at this in form of your inner masculine energy. So your inner masculine energy is saying, I'm still learning how to completely integrate with my inner feminine energy, and until I am able to find a balance between these energies, the yang and the yin energy, okay? The masculine and the feminine energy within me, I cannot come forward, and that's what he is learning, okay? He's learning how to balance the yin and yang energies within himself, and until he does that, he cannot come forward to you and present his love. Until he does that, he'll seem a little bit, and that's why he'll seem a little bit distant from you, okay? This is why this is the unconscious energy he's emitting to you. Are you seeing he's in the gate? This is him. He's thinking about you, yeah? He's thinking about you, and he's seeing the kind of life that you'll give, he'll have with you, which is going to be so transformative, okay? But he has the key here. He can leave this gate anytime he wants, okay? He can leave where he is. The key is right around his neck. But he's keeping himself inside on purpose, because he still has to learn how to integrate his feminine and masculine energies before he can come forward to you, okay? And that's why this carrying connections was in reverse, right? So until he learns how to integrate those feminine and masculine energies within himself, he cannot come forward. And that is something in his heart, and that is something he's really working really hard to do. And probably that's why, remember I said one of the other things that was on your masculine's mind is there's a project he's working on. There's a project he's really working on right now that is taking up all his time. So the message coming through here is that's the project that he's working on. He's learning how to integrate his masculine and feminine energies, and he's reading books on how to do that, or watching videos. Probably he's watching this video. Okay, so for some of you, I really highly suggest that you go and watch that video I did about journey to sacred union it has 5 stages, where you have sacred union with self, and then finally sacred union with another person. Okay, that's what your masculine is learning right now, how to integrate those 2 energies within himself. And until he does that, he will seem a little bit distant. Okay, he'll seem a little bit distant, but it's not because he doesn't want to come forward. He does. Are you seeing how this girl is looking side-eye? So for some of you, the other message coming through here is your masculine has seen you. He's seen you. He knows you. If you're single or you're in separation, this card means he's been eyeing you. Secretly, he's looking at you, but he's just preventing himself from coming forward to you because he knows he still has some work to do. Like I said, he's someone who doesn't like giving people 50%. He likes giving 100%. So until he feels like he's 100%, he's going to force himself to stick inside this place until he's ready to come forward. But he's been looking at you. You have his attention. You've caught his eye. Okay? You're in his mind. So as much as he's distant, he's seen you. He's looking at you. You're in the periphery of his eyes. Okay? So just find other things to do in the meantime as he works on his inner feminine and inner masculine energies. Okay? Because I usually say this: would you rather wait 2 more months but then get someone who is 100% everything that you want, or are you going to be impatient and settle for less? Of course, no one wants to settle for less, but impatience can make you settle for less. Okay? The 7 of Pentacles card. Don't be impatient. Okay? So just give him time. Yeah? Give him some time. He will come forward. Okay? That's what he's saying. Just, sweetheart, give me some time. I need a little more time to integrate my inner yin and yang energies. But you're definitely on my mind. Okay? I'm doing all this for you. Nothing else. Everything I'm doing right now, I'm doing for you. That's what your masculine is saying. Okay? And then finally, the message he has for you, the direct message: surrender your addictions. Whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addictions and replace it with healthier alternatives. And if it's paired here with the surrender to stress, what I'm sensing is interesting. Let me see what message is coming through here. I'm hearing a certain song in the background, but I'll talk about that afterwards. Let me just get a clarifier for this. Masculine, what do you mean by surrender your addictions? Queen of Swords. Okay. Let's see, another one, another card. What do you mean by surrender your addictions? What are you saying? What is the feminine addicted to? Be specific, please. Okay, let's pick this one. Oh my goodness. You got a couple. So, you got with this surrender your addiction, you got the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So, you know what he's saying? Surrender obsessive thinking. Okay, masculine. Let's be clear here. Because swords in tarot represent thoughts. And yeah, okay, I got it. What he's saying is, some of you have been too harsh on yourself, okay? Too self-critical. You're thinking that the reason your masculine is retreating is because you have done something wrong, okay? No, your masculine is saying you have not done anything wrong, and in the process of you thinking that you've done something wrong, you're sort of talking negatively to yourself, telling yourself, my masculine, I'll never be with him, you know, like I'm done with love, like this is not meant for me. You know, you're just telling yourself negative thoughts about this connection with your masculine, okay? Because you're overthinking things. You're trying to explain why he's acting the way he's acting, but he's telling you, you don't know. The Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, you don't know everything. Surrender your habit of thinking that you know everything, or thinking that you can solve everything, because the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords is all about solutions. Yeah, they're very good at finding solutions to problems. So your masculine is saying, please darling, stop trying to put words in my mouth. Stop trying to explain why I'm acting a certain way. Ask me. Instead of coming up with your own assumptions of what is going on, thinking that you're the problem, I'm asking you, this is the masculine talking, he's saying, I'm asking you, darling, to give me the benefit of the doubt, okay? If you're unclear and unsure why I'm acting a certain way, come to me and ask me, hey, masculine, why are you retreating? Why are you not coming forward to me? Why are you so defensive? Yeah? Why are you protecting yourself? Talk to me and I'll tell you. Instead, what you normally do is you come up with your own stories. You come up with your own stories because you believe. And what's coming through here is he's saying you're very intuitive. You're someone who's very, very, very intuitive. And that's why he's saying it's because you're very intuitive, it's easy for you to pick up energies about your masculine, which is true. And sometimes you do pick up the right energies. But he's saying in this instance, it's not your intuition talking, it's your addictions, your addiction to thinking that you know everything. So stop thinking that you know everything. Stop control. You're addicted to being in control. And remember, in the personality check, I said your masculine does not like someone who's controlling, because he likes to take the lead, okay? He likes to take the lead, but right now he's telling you, you're sort of cramping, you're sort of trying to control him, and the way you're controlling him is by putting words in his mouth, deciding he's doing this because of this without even knowing why, without asking him. So instead of making assumptions, your masculine is saying, ask me, darling, and I'll tell you why I'm acting the way I'm acting, okay? And I've told you how I'm acting. I'm acting this way because I only want to give you the best, sweetheart, and that's why I haven't come forward. That's why I'm retreating into my own cave, because I'm working on becoming the divine masculine that you want me to become, okay? I'm working on integrating my yin and yang energies so that when I come forward to you, it's smooth sail through, all the way through, okay? No bumps on the road. We're going to sail into the ocean. We go on a journey together, okay? So that's why I'm retreating. I'm retreating because of you, okay? Not because of anything else. You haven't done anything wrong. You're okay. You're good. You're my queen, all right? So don't stress yourself thinking you're doing anything wrong. No. So stop assuming how I'm feeling. Ask me how I'm feeling and I'll tell you. Tap into your intuition and talk to me, okay? And I'll tell you how I'm feeling. And by the way, do you know how I'm feeling right now? Oh my god. Okay, so your masculine is telling me, go listen to this song. It's called When We by Tank. When We by Tank. When? We by Tank. So if you want to know how your masculine is feeling about you right now, go listen to that song immediately after this reading, and that's how he's feeling about you. And it's a very interesting, sexy song. So he's feeling very frisky with you right now. So go listen to that song immediately after this reading, okay guys? And your masculine is very, very passionate, a very passionate person. Okay, so I hope this reading made sense and resonated with you. If it doesn't, just take a break and then come back to it at a later date. You'll find that the messages make more sense. Sometimes the heart knows what the mind does not yet comprehend, okay? So it takes a little more time for the mind to integrate the messages that come through in readings. Other than that, head on over to the messages from your feminine energy. Maybe some more messages about this will come through there, okay? And yeah, thank you for stopping by. See you in my next reading. Bye.